Hey everyone, let's unbox the Yellow Tusk Elephant by LEGO Monkie Kid, set number 80043. And this contains about 840 something bricks, I can't remember. So this is what we're going to be parting out today and see what kind of pieces are inside. And here's the back of the box. And of course, I guess the brick separator felt neglected because I can't find it. So now we're going to have to use the scissors again. So we're going to have to mutilate this box just to get it opened up. Okay, let's see exactly what we got in here. And now we'll just pour it all out. There we go. Okay. Well, obviously we got, I hope we have more of those. Are we going to make a vase or a weather balloon? Okay, so here's the manuals. And looks like this one here is taped. So the only time I can't find the box cutter, I have to open this up. I'm doing it very carefully because I want to save those for storing my manuals and stuff in there. Well, just for one manual? These are not wrinkled like they usually are. Let's see how the build is here real quick. And there will be a complete build on my second channel. So looks like that's how the build is broken down. Okay. So what I'm gathering, there's 8 bags. Not too bad. Okay. And this thing. I'm going to have to get more of those. Okay, so let's see here. I really won't know. Okay, we got some of these weapons in the bag. We have to put that off to the side. Now, I see a bunch of bags in here. Well, I don't want to waste your time. Let's look at bag number 1. Let's start with the small stuff first. So, looks like we got ourselves a quarter round of a balloon. I'm going to see if I can find 3 more of these and make a full entire balloon out of that. Be pretty cool to make. And we got a bag full of these little gold pieces. And I'm going to keep these in here because the last few times I've been kind of losing those. So we'll keep those in there. And then we're going to start with bag 1. And for those who have never seen one of these before, this is a part exploration. What we do here is we open up the bags in the set to see exactly what's in them. You know, if you're a mock builder, some of these parts may be useful. Okay, obviously we got plenty of heads rolling around, but we got a brick separator. And let's take a look at the heads since they're just eager to roll around. I don't know what that is. Single-sided. Hope you can see all that. Okay, she's got a double-sided head. Okay, let's see any more little heads rolling around in there. So, looks like we're just building a few minifigures per bag. Here's the torso. I'm sure these go together. And this part out is not to be confused with the Bricklink part out. I part out just to see what pieces are in here, and then later on we'll put them in the collection once we're done. Here's another printed torso, and then the pants to go with it. I believe it's the combination. I don't know. Alright, so now we can start with the parts. So we got this, obviously this is the elephant tusk thing, so that's what that is. And now we can get to the interesting stuff, the bricks. Okay, so we get some of these little claw pieces, pretty cool. Alright, some 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. One of these modified 2x2 plates with the double 45 inverted slopes. Now I may not be able to cover all the parts in here, so that's what the builds are for. And first off we got the wig here. And then some upwards and downwards 1x2 by 1x2 plates. Ooh, pearl gold. They're like a double number 2 plate or number 1 plate. So those are always handy, especially in that color. A 2x4 brick with bow. We got a couple of these ball receiver and ball hitch things. I think these are the friction type. Yeah, they are. So you wouldn't really want to use those for a travel trailer. An Exo Knight shield. Plenty of 2x2 plates in purple. 2x2 by 2/3 brick with 2 studs, some plates with stick, 1x1 brick with a holder, get a couple of those, a pearl silver spear, a 1x2 by 2x2 upwards angler plate in brittle brown, 1x4 plates, one of these modified 2x2 plates with the hole, 2x3 plates, stuff like that. So anything else here I'm overlooking real quick? Nope, let's move on. In fact, I have to get up early tomorrow, so I gotta breeze through this stuff real quick. Alright. Okay, so some 2x2 blue-green tiles, some 1x2 plate with 3 teeth, shoulder protectors or shoulder guards. Okay. And these are pearl silver, these little wine glasses. Or you can use them as trophies, pretty cool. Like we get a few of these 1x1 by 2/3 plate with bow, because they're rounded on the top. And 2x2 plate, a couple of 1x1 upwards and downwards angular plates. 1x1 by 1x1. It's pretty cool for making vehicles and stuff. These are the number 1x2 plates. Pretty cool. And some 1x2 plates with stick. And we got some 1x2 plates with holder, 1x2 plates with a horizontal holder on the side, and a 1x1 brick with 4 studs. Great for making bushes. Well, that color wouldn't really be suitable, but you get the idea. And for the last bag, let's see what we got in here. Well, we got plenty of pearl gold stuff. Once you start doing a lot of these monkey sets, they start becoming the same old parts. So we got hollow studs, transparent purple, ooh, brittle brown 2x2 tile. I bet that's going to last for 3 whole seconds before it breaks. Some of these weird. I think these are Nexonite or Bionicle hands. Fingers, more and more. Okay, upwards 1x2, or upwards 1x1 by 1x2 angular plates, 1x2 flat tiles, 1x2 plates, anything else? We got some of these shoulder guards in blue. Okay, we got another one of those tie back undercut things, and some horns or teeth, transparent light green nose cones. Ooh. Pearl gold 1x2 jump plate, cool. Studs, and 1x2 plates with bow. Yeah, well, wait. Well, okay, this is one of those little minifigure hats. It looks like a little vent that you see on a roof. So far, yeah, it's the same old stuff we've seen in all the other Monkey Kid sets. Moving on to bag 2. Bags within bags. Okay. And what do I do with those bags? I just toss them on the floor. Ooh, some 2x6 blue-green plates. I could use these. Great for making vehicles. We even got 1x4 plates in that color too. Okay. And some 3x3 quarter-round corner tiles. 1x6 plates. We've seen those a millions of times. Well, we have some olive green 3x3 plates. Sometimes I refer to this as puke green. And okay, one of these modified 2x4 plates looks like it has a hinge on the back. There's probably another piece that goes to it. And we got some more of these angular plates. Now these are pretty cool. These 3x3 quarter round brick with bow, double bow. We get a bunch of those in there too. Look at that. I already got an idea for those, but I'm not going to share it. Some of you probably already know. So we got plenty of angler plates. We also got a 1x2 by 1x4 angler plate. I've been seeing those a lot in here lately. Haven't seen these in purple. Is 1x4 modified plates with 2 studs. Some 1x4 bricks. And boy, we got a bunch of these in here. We got plenty of 2x4 plates. And a 2x10, a 4x6 Technic frame. Alright, I haven't really seen these in this size. It's a 1x2 plate with a double 45-degree slope. And, well, very rarely ever see a slope, let alone an inverted 25-degree slope. And a modified Technic brick with plate, 2x6 brick. Any parts are going to catch my interest. So here's a Technic brick with stud. Okay, 1x5 plate in black. Looks like we get a pair of these. And some of these bricks with bow. Alright, turntable base. Bottom, oh no, this is a bottom portion of a balloon. 2x3 brick, those are getting to be scarce. And a 3x3 wedge plate. Well, so far, this palette here actually has a little bit more color. And with the history of doing Monkie Kid sets, the part explorations are a bit on the dry side. So that's not to be confused with the build experience. Most of these sets have been great build experience. So hoping this one is not an exception to that. Okay, some blue-green 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. I bet those are going to get stickers that are going to get ripped off. We have my 2 bricks, some 2x2 plates, some of these little Technic things that takes a Technic pin, friction pins, some more number 1x2 plates, 1x2 plate with the vertical or horizontal holder. We got 1x1 and 1x2 flat tiles and blue-green. So this set's got some blue-green in it. That's a color that's kind of rare for me. We got some more upwards 1x2 by 1x2 angle plates. Okay, these are always come in handy. Here is these 45-degree slope tiles that want to roll on the floor. So I'll get that later. We also got a regular one here with the plate. Sometimes these parts are hard to pick up. We've got various slopes, studs. These are not hollow. Radiator grills, all sorts of stuff. Stuff that I've seen every day, but some of these are in pretty weird colors. Let's see what bag 3 has to offer us. And just by taking a peek in the bag, looks like it's pretty much the same old colors at this point. Okay. Well, these right here would be great for making some kind of a passenger train. That's what I, like a bullet train or a, like a commuter train. Maybe a subway car or something. Just get a bunch of those slopes, stick those on there, there you go. I've always been talking about building a train. Well, I got parts now. I got some parts. And some of these little joint connector things. So, nothing too exciting. I don't really have use for those. Maybe you do. And some 45-degree 2x2 slopes. Some more of these type of pieces. Alright, a 2x2 by 2x2 angular plate thing. I'm not sure what those are called. I don't even use those. Oh, we got a horn. Must be for the elephant tusk. Okay, I've never seen these plates in blue-green before with the stick, but there they are. We get plenty of 2x2 jumper plates, 2x2 regular plates, purple Nexelnite shields. Can't even talk tonight, it's late. 2x4 plates, a 1x2 plate with an upright stick. Ooh, inverted 2x2 plates with bow. Bet that's going to get defaced. And here's a 4x4 round plate, possibly a turntable base. Plenty of upwards and downwards 1x2 by 2x2 angular plates. And we got the torso and pants. So I don't know what those go to. I didn't see a head rolling around in here or anything. It might be in the bag. And some more of these 45-degree slope plates here. Yeah, I mean, oh, an inverted 2x2 flat tile. I wish LEGO would bring these out in different colors or different sizes. I know they got a 1x3, but it's got a goofy hole in it, which is not too thrilling. I just need them to put ceiling tiles in a house. Those minifigures are getting tired of looking at tubes in their ceilings. In fact, I didn't even see a head in there. Or I've overlooked it. Let me take a look. Oh, here's the head. It's only single-sided too. Yeah. 1x2 plates. 1x2 plate with a horizontal holder. Ooh. I can always use these. Gold 2x2 round flat tile and bricks. Okay, cool. And let's see here. Oh, I thought those were pearl silver. No, they're just regular gray. 1x2x2 corner angular tiles, flat tiles, I believe. Oh, now I could use these. Look at those. Those are pretty. Half round 1x2 flat tiles, or just a half of a circle. So, yeah. Those would be great to have. You don't have to piece together a bunch of those little 1x1s. We got some more of these upwards 1x1x1x2 plates. 1x2, or just 1x1 plates with bow. Okay, we get some of these little pyramid pieces, little slopes in black. 1x1 slopes. More of these ball hitch things. A number 1x2 plate. Technic pins with stud. Little frying pans. Another tie back undercut thing. Yeah, I mean, at this point, they get to be the same old things. Let's see what bag 4 has. Okay, let's see what we have in here. I know a lot of people don't really watch these, but they're very beneficial to know what parts are in these. You may need the see what kind of parts are in here. So we get some 2x3 plates and sand yellow. And it looks like this thing is one of those things you could spin. Like, you know, for a string or something, but this is fixed. I don't know what you'd use that for. Alright, and some of these corner slopes. 2x2 plate with a Technic lift arm. Okay, these sets have got so many angler plates, they're kind of just at the point they're so plentiful in here. I think this probably goes to that. And, oh, an A-frame. I don't know if I could pick it up. And 2x2 plates with bow, another Nexel Knight shield. You could either use these for race cars, steps for, I don't know, a semi, that kind of thing. Some more of these ball joints, 3x3 angler plates. Like these I could use for making campers. It's a 2x2 plate with 2 studs on the sides. So yeah, I mean, you got some slopes and stuff, but yeah, I mean, everything now is starting to become the same old stuff at this point. But still, we're going to go and plug right through this and see what we have in here. And you guessed it, more stuff. So we get 1x1 slopes. Okay, this is a 2/3 plate with, or 2/3 brick with a hole, hollow stud. Some more of these angular tiles, pyramid slopes. 1x2 plates. Yeah, stuff that we've already seen a million times in this set. Well, it looks like bag 5 has pretty much the same thing. Yeah, when you get halfway through these unboxings, everything starts becoming the same old stuff. So, 2x4 plates. Some more 2x3 plates in sand yellow. 2x3 plates in purple. 2x4s. You get some jumper plates. Another A-frame. One of these. So I bet this is probably for one of the arms or legs, because this stuff we've already seen, so I'm only assuming that this is pretty much the same stuff too. So this set's probably broken down in such a way that it's going to be easy to put together, because yeah, we've already seen all this stuff, so it looks like bags 4 and 5 are the same at this point. So that's pretty much what they are. Let's have a dive in 6. Well, this one's got a different variety, just the same old colors. Some weird shield things and a Nexel Knight shield. So Well, here's that other part to that hinge piece right here. Okay, so it's buried in there. Okay, I've used these before in my golf cart. They're like a little 3x4 plate with bow with a cutout. 2x4 plates, more of those. A angular 3x5 Technic lift arm. I'm still going to get used to my Technic names. And you guessed it, more angular plates of various sizes in here. Matter of fact, that's the only thing that's pretty much in the set at this point. So we got some number 4 cross-axle connectors. Well, here's a cross-axle. Looks like this is 5 studs long. That's exactly what it is. And we got the torso and the head. Honestly, the minifigures in here are not too bad, but what is this, Ink General or something? Even I'm getting to memorize the characters. And we got some weird Technic pieces right here. You know. And one of these things, and a 2x4 brick with bow. Yeah, if you need a lot of angular plates, this set's got you covered. That's all I've been seeing, is a lot of snot bricks in here. Sometimes you can find these sets on clearance, like real cheap. Great source for parts. Okay, some Technic bushing pins, 2x2 plate, 1x2 plates, 2 stud long cross axle with grooves, some nose cones, and I could use these in dark red for campers. It's a cross axle connector. I think that's a number 1. Doesn't tell you. Obviously it just splices them together. And it looks like this is a Technic lift arm with Technic pin. Oh, wait. Printed stuff alert. Must be eyes to something. Yeah, I don't know what those go to. Maybe they give you a third one too, and you can have 3 eyes on something. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and then there's some hollow yellow studs. More 1x2 plates with bow, an upwards stick on a 1x2 plate, and some of these goofy fist launching things. Yeah, and a wig piece. You know, yeah, it's pretty much all the same stuff at this point, so we're just going to breeze through this one. Now, bag 7 looks promising, and you already know what I'm eyeballing. There's some pretty unique pieces in here, too. So, well, first off, we found Pigsy's head. And some Yellow Tusk of various sizes. Oh, too bad those weren't brown. You can use this for like tree limbs and stuff. And a 5 stud long Technic lift arm. 2x6 plate. Oh, I've never seen these before in pearl gold. It's a golden toilet seat. It's called a life buoy, but there you go. So if you really want to build a golden throne, there you go. You have it right there. You got 2 of those too. And some of these pearl gold wagon wheels. I don't know what I'd use these for. Maybe make a wagon or something. We'll have to think about that. I have never seen one of these in person. It's like a 2x2 plate with 8 sticks. It's not a parabolic ring, but it's square. You can use those for making trees. You know, you just clip your limbs to this and stuff. So, of course your tree would be square, but you know, 1x5 plates, some quarter round 4x4 tiles, a 3x3 metallic gold parabola dish, some more of these bionicle fingers or hand pieces, 1x4 plates. There's Pigsy's torso and pants. Here we got some wheel axles and some white hood pieces. These are probably going to get defaced. The one thing I didn't see in here is stickers. And so I think there might be stickers. I think I may have not mentioned that, but if I find them, oh, it could be stuffed in that container too. That's the one thing I didn't see in this, the stickers. Okay, and let's take a look at this here. Maybe when I get done with this bag we'll look for them. 4 stud long, 3.2 shafts, some friction pins, 3 stud long shafts, shoe glider plates, some 45-degree slope tiles like this, brick tiles. I'm not sure what you could call those. I need to look those up. Some of these skeleton arms, a holder that takes a 3.2 shaft, stop rolling off, studs, okay, an inverted 1x2 plate with bow. Ooh, I can always use more padlocks, huh? Those are a metallic gold. Okay, they're not metallic gold on the back, but they are not metallic gold. Metallic silver facing for some locks. So maybe we can use those to lock up the ink demon for being around in the set, making it depressing. And finally, bag 8. And I did check the box and in the manual, and I am surprised, but there was no stickers included with the set, as far as I can tell. So, well, that doesn't bother me one bit. That's probably the first I've ever had a set missing stickers. Okay, first off, I can use these for making vehicles. Great type of plate. 4x6 plate and sand yellow. One of these weird pieces. I don't know what that goes to. Some nose cones. Well, not nose cones. Just like look like checker pieces you'd use to play checkers or chess with. And some pearl silver claw pieces, like spider legs. I've got a couple hood pieces in dark stone gray. Some, I think these are 5.5. Oh, these are 6 stud long sticks with flange, 3.2. And some 2x3 plates in sand yellow. We got a couple of these. A dome, 2x2 dome. One of these 2x4 round flat tiles. That is in, I believe that's bright light orange. We got some more of these hand pieces in gold. A couple of these ladder gate pieces in brittle brown, as well as some 2x2 flat tiles. Here's a Technic nail. I think that's 6 studs long. Like it's, no, it's 5 studs long. And a 2x6 flat tile. Okay, here's something I haven't seen. It's one of these. You take a shaft, but it takes a holder at the other end and it's bent, but it's in purple. Oh, these are purple too. 1x2, or no, 1x1 bricks with 1 stud. So, yeah. Honestly, well, I'm going to save my opinion to the end of the video. I got one little bag left. We can hold out just a little longer here. So, all this stuff that we're really going through at this point is really small stuff. So, the 800 pieces, probably about 600 of them are probably really small pieces at that. So, the first thing, obviously, we got plenty of studs. I didn't see stud launchers, so hopefully that's a good thing. Some purple 1x2 plates. Okay, one of these little 45-degree sloped plate things, or tile things. These friction pins. Yep, they're friction pins with the cross axle. A 1x1 plate with top holder. We get some 1x2 flat tiles, 1x2 plates, 1x2 plates with bow, and some 1x1 Technic lift arms in pearl gold. So, and of course some of these light sword handles and anything else in there worth mentioning. Not really. Okay, now I can only use probably a handful of these for my own custom mocks. So for my style of building, these pieces are really not too good. Some of these I could use, like the flat tiles, and I don't know, maybe you can use that for a chimney or something, or a barbecue, but from just taking the final assessment of these parts, not really a whole lot I could use out of this. There's some really good parts for making vehicles, like trains and stuff, and if we can get 3 more of those other pieces, we can make a whole hot air balloon, but I'm just not filling the parts in the set. Now, that's not to be confused with the build experience, stuff like that. These monkey sets have a really good build experience, so despite that the parts in this set are kind of on the dull side, just a lot of custom parts, I'm sure the build experience is probably going to be very good. I've already done a bunch of these and they're fine, but for these specific pieces in the set, maybe a small handful I can use. So, are these pieces you would be interested in? Could you use these in a mock? Please drop them in the comments below.